G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today I've got this Sjrc F11 GPS drone for review. It's got a 1080p camera. I believe this is the original version. The reason why I say original is because now they've released a Pro version. It's still called the F11 GPS, but it's the Pro. I believe that one's got the 2K camera, and this one has the 1080p. So this one's been out for a couple of months. If you've been watching my channel, about a month ago I reviewed the SG906 Beast, not that long ago, and this is pretty much, those two drones are pretty much competing with each other. The Sjrc F11, this one that I got today from Banggood for review, pretty much is, they're pretty much the same sort of specs and so forth. So I believe this one is currently, because it's been out for a while and they got the new Pro version, the 2K model, I believe this one is now 30% off on Banggood now. So anyway, I'll get into it. I won't be able to, this ain't going to be a full review because it's been raining heavily outside, so I'm going to just quickly go through the drone itself, and then on a nice day I'll get this up in the air. So yeah, unfortunately I haven't been able to fly the last couple of days. So this one comes in a range of different packages. I've got the case, obviously, and this is a 2-battery model that they provided me with today. But you can get, the ones without the case, 1 battery, 2 batteries, 3 battery package, or with the case as well. So it depends how much you want to spend. They've got packages for everyone's budget. So yeah, very nice carry cases. You can see I like these carry cases that they come with the drones these days. And let's get into it. So as you can see, it's got a foam padding on the top, and the contents of the drone and the controller are all in here, all cut out, pre-shaped foam, so pretty cool. We've got the controller here. It's got a couple of these little foamies. Oh, the other one must have fell off to protect it. But as you can see, I've got upside down. Nice looking gimbal sticks. Pretty decent sort of design. It looks a little bit reminiscent to like a Mavic or Spark style controller. These antennas, let me see. I'll just turn them around. I believe these are probably, I don't see any wires in there, so these are just for show. They swing different directions there, so they're just for show. Might as well put them back. On the top of the controller here, we have the speed rates, as you can see on this little wheel. Now this wheel is spring loaded, and we've got the camera button there for snapshots, as you can see. Bit of venting on the top here by the look of it. And on this side, we've got the camera tilt, which is also spring loaded. And we've got the video recording button on this side. All right, we've got the power button just here. Automatic takeoff and landing. They're all labeled, which is awesome. Got the blue return to home button. And that looks like either headless mode or could be the compass calibration button. And in here we have the little spring-loaded phone clip. Inside here we've got the Sjrc logo with a few little icons there. I'll just turn it on. So that looks like we've got 2 green and 2 blue LEDs. The first one on the left there is the return to home indicator. Let's see if I press it, does it do anything? No, the drone ain't turned on, so that'll be the return home indicator. The other one, the one to the next to it to the right, would be the speed control. We've got an indicator for camera, whether you're recording or taking photos. And I'm guessing, well, that might be the headless mode, which is done by that button there. But I'll look into it, guys. I'll look into it as I get it up in the air. We've got these 2 little handles for some better grip, so that's rather neat. So yeah, there's the controller, guys. I'll turn it off. Maybe you have to hold it a couple of seconds. There you go. Just turn it off. Now I believe this has got its own charger, so this has got an inbuilt battery. I think this has got a maybe a 300 or 400 milliamp hour battery in it. So you just got the USB charger port there, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing on the back. Let's see what it says here. There you go, LiPo 300 milliamp hour. So there you go, I was right. I said 300 or 400. So you got 300 milliamp hour built-in LiPo. So that's awesome. Don't have to carry around any AAA batteries. Okay, so here's the Sjrc F11 GPS drone, guys. As you can see, it's a very nice styled quadcopter. It's nice and compact and foldable, like all these brushless GPS drones that we've been seeing nowadays. We've got the F11 quadcopter printed on the arms here, on the front arms, with a couple of little grey stripes there, reminiscent of like a Mavic. So yeah, very nice looking quadcopter. On the front here we have the 120 degree angle, wide angle lens, which is a 180p camera, and this has a electronic one axis gimbal, which shoots down to 90 degrees down. As you can see, it's got 5G printed on the bottom of it, and so that means you do have to have a 5G dual band Wi-Fi phone that can handle both 2.4 gigahertz and 5G Wi-Fi to be able to use the app for this one. So we've got a lot of vents on the bottom here. Got a couple of little fake printed into the shell here, the optical flow sensors. Maybe that's like an upgrade that they were thinking of doing, but this one is just dummy looking cameras there on the bottom. More venting there, as you can see, a few little wires on the inside of the actual drone for cooling. And yeah, very nice looking drone. We've got the battery on the top here, as you can see, just there. It's a smart battery, so you can see the indicator of the battery, and I just turned it on at the same time. And we've got the flashing red lights, nice and bright. So let me just fold it out. Just folds out like most of these quadcopters these days. You've got to do the fronts first because they got these little landing gears on them. And there it is there. Nice looking quadcopter. It folds out to a pretty decent size actually. It's got a bit of weight to it. But yeah, really nice looking drone. I really like the look of it. We've got 1806 brushless motors on this. Don't know the KV because they haven't listed them, much like the SG906 Beast that I reviewed. They didn't list them, but they are 1806 motors, brushless motors. We've got the two-piece props that we see quite a bit nowadays. And yeah, SJRC on the back as well. This one, what I like about this one though, it's got an SD card slot, so you can record your flights and not worry about it just being recorded to your phone where you get the Wi-Fi lag or dropouts when you go a certain distance, the choppiness in the video. So that's a really good addition to this one, that it does have an SD card. All right, pretty awesome. Also on the Sjrc F11, I like to mention that this has a GPS and GLONASS module. So this will pick up a whole heap of satellites rather quickly, being that it's GLONASS as well. So this should give you heaps of satellites, probably up to 20 or above. It should lock onto satellites rather quickly as well as you initiate the drone out at the field before you go and fly it. And also it should give you very, very good GPS lock. So yeah, they claim this F11 will fly up to about 600 meters, and the Wi-Fi system, the Wi-Fi camera for FPV should give you up to 500 meters of range. So that's rather impressive, almost as much as the actual flight control distance range. All right, guys, well, we'll have a closer look at the battery now, and then I'll go through the rest of the contents in the box and I'll conclude this video. Okay, so I just grabbed the second battery that came with this package out of the box. As you can see, the F11 still got the battery in there. I left it in there. This is a rather large battery. It's a 2500 milliamp hour 3S LiPo, as you can see there. And this is supposed to give us around 25 minutes of flight time. So it's good if you do purchase this drone and you have multiple batteries like I have here. I've got two, so I've got nearly about an hour's worth of flight time. Just under, about 50 minutes if they do reach the 25 minute that they're claiming of flight time. This charges up with the little USB connector, the micro USB cable, much like the controller that I showed you there. You do get the cable included, I'll show you in a second. But because it's charging via a USB to micro USB cable, you're going to expect a really long charging time. I think they claim about 2.5 to 3 hours, so from a full discharge. So expect, a long flight time. If you are charging these batteries, I'd suggest you charge them at maybe in the morning if you plan to fly in the afternoon, or even the night before if you plan to fly the next morning. So yeah, as you can see, we've got the smart battery indicator there with these 4 LED lights. So yeah, there it is there, guys. Okay, also we get a full set of blades. They come in this box here, guys. So as you can see, you got 2A and 2B two-piece props, as well as this little tiny bag with a really thin little Allen key, as you can see there. Hopefully I can focus that in. Just there, with some spare screws as well. So as you can see there, there's a whole heap of spare screws to mount these props to the hub if you do lose them while you're taking the old ones off. Here's the little charging cord, guys. You got the USB to micro USB charger to charge up both not only the batteries but the transmitter as well. All that's left in the package is this little cardboard envelope with the F11 GPS manual. Okay, little tiny book, but looks like it's got quite a bit of information in this one. You can see the table of contents here goes through all the functions. So we've got waypoints, we've got point of interest, takeoff and landing, emergency stop, obviously, follow me, image recognition, follow me. So this has got two types of follow me. The image recognition one is like an active track, so you draw like a square around yourself and it'll follow you that way. Hand gesture mode. So yeah, there's quite a bit of information in this little book, guys. So be sure to read this if you do buy this drone. I'll be having a quick read of it, making sure I'm familiar with all the options and how to do them, as well as getting this, scanning this QR code for the SJ GPS Pro app. All right, guys, there you go. All the information is in this book. Okay, guys, well, that wraps up the overview of the Sjrc F11 1080p drone. I'll try to get this up as soon as I can, guys, and do the full flight test review. It's just like I said before, it's been raining quite a bit here, so the weather is stopping me from getting this one up in the air, as well as some other quadcopters that I've got to review. So be sure to stick around and look out for the flight test once I can get it up in the air. I'll try to do it as soon as possible. Next good day, I'll try to get it up and up in the air and put it through its paces, much like I did the SG906 Beast drone about a month ago, or 2 or 3 weeks ago. All right, guys. So if you've been looking at this one, guys, the original F11, like I mentioned before, now that they've got the Pro version, this one is now on special at Banggood.com at around 30% off at the moment because of the new Pro 2K version. So it's probably a good time to buy this if you've been looking at this one for a while and just haven't, purchased it yet. Maybe you've been waiting on a sale. Well, the sale is on pretty much now at the time of filming this video. So maybe just check that out if you're interested. I'll be providing the links, of course, below in the description section that you can check out this model, and I might even put in the Pro version as well in the description below so you can compare the two as far as specs. I'm pretty sure it's just the actual the camera's changed to 2K rather than 1080p. But also, the Pro version costs about $60 more in Australian dollars than this one. So is it worth it? Is it worth the upgrade of the 2K camera? Everything to me looks the same apart from the camera, but who knows? So anyway, I'll end it there, guys. I'd like to say thanks to Banggood once again for providing this drone for review. Until next time, happy flying. Catch you next time, guys.